So, this is an old game from 2007 called Powder Game. It's old, but it's a classic. It's basically the original Powder Game, physics simulation game. I'm 23, and so this was kind of a part of my childhood. I played it quite a bit whenever I had the chance to, go on a PC, back when Vista in Windows XP and Windows 7, was a thing. And I had a lot of fun on games like this. So, yeah, it's quite cool. Hold on. So basically, the gist of it is you can select elements down here, like laser, magma, stuff like that, and you can place them inside the box. Let's turn the speed up. So that's powder. And we can place seed. We can also select with a second element with the second mouse button, like this. And so seed causes wood to grow. And so you can see that growing. It's pretty cool. We can also, where is it? Oh yeah, copy paste. We can copy a selection here, switch it to paste, and we can just paste it like that. So that right there has given me a solid block of wood that I can then copy. If I reset, set it to paste, now that's wood that I've just grown. And I can set it on fire. Let's do magma, and it will burn. I didn't actually realise I could set it to full screen. But yeah, now that it's full screen, I'm dumb. Yeah. So yeah, this is the original one. There is a second Powder Game which is like this. It's basically just like an updated version. It's got a lot more elements. But yeah, it's basically just physics simulation. So you can put oil, you can put thunder on that and burn it. And you can see it produces wind. You can produce wind and air and stuff. You can also put a player down. I'll reset. And you can use the arrow keys. Sorry, my brain. I just had an aneurysm. So, speed. Yeah, you can use the arrow keys to control a player. I forgot what. Oh yeah. And you can select an element and put it in the head, so that when you press down arrow, it fires that element. For some reason it's not working. Oh. There we go. So if I use nitro, it actually launches them into the air when I... Oh, I died. Okay. You can also have a second player as well, which is controlled, I think, yeah, by WASD. Let's put fine. Oh, it doesn't work. I think it has to be a liquid. Let's try and... And yeah, you can stop the physics at any time as well, using space. So, as you can imagine, there's so many possibilities with this. There's so much you can do, which is why I had so much fun as a child playing it. You can create like maps, you know, where you have to like escape from a prison, or you know, like, escape rooms, or you can create like guns where you know, where you might activate something and it starts a chain reaction, and there's a lot of stuff like that saved on this site. You can load people's projects. It's quite cool. So we have fireworks. Pretty cool. And there's all sorts of fuses. You can put bomb on the end. Yeah. There's C4, which explodes instantly, I think. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff you can do. There's soapy here, so you can put soap down in water, I think. I think if you put wind with it. It's been like ages since I've played this, so I can't exactly remember how to make bubbles. It might be that we use a player, and then yeah, there we go. So you can create bubbles by having soapy in their head and then activating it with down arrow. And that creates bubbles. You got block, which is basically like indestructible, and erase, which only erases block. You can also erase the border of the game, and you can make things infinitely loop. So if I erase the top and bottom, then if I place something like nitro, it'll come. Oh. Yeah, side. It's called here side. You can have it off where it just disappears, or you can have it on loop. When it's on loop, it infinitely drops, and it's the same from the left to right as well. So you could have a player, you know, like walk this way, and they'll come through this way. It's pretty cool. You've got vines which grow when you place them. Torch which burns things. Gunpowder. You've also got S-ball, which is like really bouncy particles. There's bird, I don't know what, oh yeah, just particles that fly around randomly. I think if you do water and salt, I remember this creating ocean water, yeah, salt water. So it creates this lighter particle if you combine water for salt. And that's salt water. And you could use the copy paste tool to copy this specific, because you can only get this from combining these elements, so there are a few hidden elements that you can only get from combinations. And then I can paste that salt water. So this element here is not listed, but so you have to make it yourself, just like the wood. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what else you can make. I only really figured out when I was a child, that you can make the, in terms of unlisted elements, I only figured out that you could make salt water and, or seawater, and wood. Whoops. So yeah, that's Powder Game 1. You can increase the amount of dots on screen, like the max dots here. So if it reaches this much, then it won't allow you to place any more. See, it's at 0 now. So no more dots can be on screen. So yeah, and you've also got this where you can see the specific amount of each element on the screen. And yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a lot more you can do. I mean, there's fan, which you see this red line on the cursor. If you place fan, I forgot how you do it, but it's not right. Oh, wait, yeah. If you place fan, then it'll go in the direction of that line on the cursor. It'll blow wind in that direction. So if you place it here, it'll blow in the direction I placed it. And you can place a player or anything and it'll blow it. So yeah, you can create a lot of different, things. It's basically like 2D Minecraft, kind of. Well, but with physics. Minecraft doesn't really have physics. It was basically 2D Minecraft, my 2D Minecraft, before Minecraft even existed. So yeah, it's an old game, but it's classic. There's also, other tools like this grid. Yeah, so that's Powder Game 1. So this is Powder Game 2. As you can see, this one has the elements from the before. This one's 2011, so 4 years later we got this. I didn't even know this game existed until I was like maybe 14, maybe, or something like that. I think maybe 13, I don't know. But yeah, it's got the same things as before and some more things to play with, such as Pump, Crystal, G-Bomb. I don't exactly know what most of these do. There's Conveyor, which if you put something on it, it conveys it. Oh yeah, Pump, it just pumps elements from one side to the other. I think I don't exactly know how it works, but there's that. Dot is 40k. For some reason in this one it doesn't look like you can edit the amount of maximum dots on screen. It's capped at 40k, which is more than the last one, but it's also wider. There's a wider canvas for you to work on. We can actually go and browse. Saved it, there we go. We can browse. Let's go to project, most of these projects are made in like 2012, back when the game came out. Because it is an old game, I don't think many people play this anymore. Sites like these are kind of fading out, unfortunately. It's actually, whoever owns this site is quite cool. I think they're Japanese. Japanese based. They have a lot of other games that you can play as well, so not just this, there's a list of all of these. There's more. But yeah, this site has literally not changed at all. It's not changed at all since since 2007, basically. If you look up on Internet Archive, it's exactly the same, pretty much, aesthetically. Whoops. So, yeah, it's aesthetically the same. Let's try the Matrix. Zoom in times 2. I don't know what zoom is. But yeah, it looks pretty cool that someone's made the Matrix. I mean, it's very simple. This one's extremely simple. It's literally just looping from top to bottom. So people are uploading new projects. As you can see, these June 5. So yeah, just today people are uploading stuff. Let's try this one. Yeah, there's no players or anything on this, I don't really know. Hold up. The background's blue, I don't know how they've managed that. That's interesting. I don't know how or why the background is blue. But yeah, there's a lot of projects. Nuclear core. Secret message. Epic laser course. Ray machine. Epic chain reaction. Let's try that. So these are all player made. Players make these. These take so long to make, yeah. I can imagine. So there's all sorts going on here. It says to start there, which I imagine that means putting a player down. But I don't really understand that. Maybe oh, it's doing it right now, okay. So you can see it's actually flowing into these different parts. And it's making its way through the metal here. And then it's going to come through. Yeah, it's just a massive chain reaction. I thought it was like a player based thing. But yeah, it's just these physics. This is going to fill up and that's going to do that, and you see it travelling on here, bouncing, and that C4 exploded, this oil is dropping. imagine I had a lot of fun playing this as a child. There's a lot of possibilities, you know. So yeah, that's that. There's a lot of glitches for some reason. I don't really know. Cool glitch. Best glitch ever. Glitch. Well, it actually tells you what number game it is. 59,581. Cool. 3,000 pages. Oh wait. 64,144 uploaded. That's pretty cool. By the way, if you do play this, you probably should allow ads, because I assume this is an indie game, developer. So probably should, support them by viewing the ads. But in my case, I have an ad blocker everywhere I go, because the internet is a hellscape usually without ads. So yeah, let's check out Ray Machine. So yeah, it makes rays. Very, very simple. Well, actually, I'm quite unsure as to how they've pulled this off specifically, but I think this is using an element I've never used before. I don't know what that is. That is clone, yes. So when something touches a clone, it clones it, obviously. And so it somehow